Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Here are the team picks, total picks, and game props for Vancouver Canucks versus Washington Capitals. Team picks. Winner, Washington Capitals. Oh, what a surprise. A team that's actually winning games lately is favored over one that's been patching holes in its lineup with duct tape and prayers. Vancouver's 2 wins in their last 9 games are super inspiring, if you're rooting for the other team. Meanwhile, Washington is rolling, even after shrugging off injuries like they're an optional part of hockey. Total picks. Over 6 goals. With Vancouver's goaltending ranking 24th in goals allowed, you'd think they were holding open tryouts in net. Meanwhile, Washington scores like they're being paid by the goal, 3.70 per game. Thanks for asking. But sure, maybe this will be the night both teams magically discover how to play lockdown defense. Or, just take the over and thank us later. Game props. Team goals. Washington Capitals. Over 3.5 goals. Because when you've got a team that scores like it's the playoffs every night, why not bet on them lighting up the scoreboard? Vancouver Canucks. Over 2.5 goals. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Vancouver can score. They just can't stop anyone else from doing the same. Player props. Quinn Hughes. At least 1 point. The guy's got 44 points in 35 games. If he doesn't notch at least one, we'll be checking the replay for signs of an alien abduction. JT Miller. At least 1 point. Because someone has to bail this team out of their misery, and apparently, he's volunteered as tribute. Alex Ovechkin. At least 1 goal. Oh, you mean the guy on pace to break Gretzky's record? Yeah, let's just assume he's scoring because that's what Alex Ovechkin does. Probably in the first 10 minutes too. Period props. Highest scoring period. Second period. Because the first period is for warming up, the third is for desperation, and the second is when everyone decides to actually play hockey. Goaltender props. Charlie Lindgren. Washington over 27.5 saves. Vancouver will absolutely pepper him with shots because shooting and praying is their current strategy. Kevin Lankinen. Vancouver under 27.5 saves. Let's be honest, Lankinen would struggle to stop beach balls right now. Washington doesn't need 30 shots to get past him. 15 should do the trick. First to score, Washington Capitals. Vancouver's defense will likely get lost on the way to the rink, so Washington should have this locked up in the first 5 minutes. Winning margin, Washington by 1 to 2 goals. The Capitals are polite like that. They'll let Vancouver hang around just enough to make it look competitive before shutting the door. And there you have it, folks. A matchup so predictable you could write the script yourself. Vancouver fans, maybe just skip this one and check back when half your roster isn't in the repair shop. Washington fans, enjoy the show. It's going to be a good one for you. Here are the team picks, total picks, and game props for the Colorado Avalanche versus Chicago Blackhawks matchup. Team picks. Winner, Colorado Avalanche. Oh wow, what a bold prediction. The team with an actual functional offense, a solid defense, and players who remember how to hockey is expected to beat a team that looks like they were assembled at a garage sale. Shocker. The Blackhawks are really bringing their 31st in goals per game energy into this one. If Colorado somehow loses, it's because they've decided to be charitable for a night. Puck line, Colorado Avalanche minus 1.5. The Avalanche could probably cover this spread in their sleep. If Chicago even keeps it within 1, we should all be checking their water bottles for secret performance enhancers. Total picks. Over 6.5 goals. Between Colorado scoring at will and Chicago's defense impersonating a revolving door, this game has all the makings of a goal fest. The Blackhawks might chip in a goal or two for fun, but don't worry, Colorado's happy to carry the load here. Game props. Team goals. Colorado Avalanche. Over 4.5 goals. Colorado has been scoring 4 or more goals in 7 of their last 10 games, and now they get to face the Blackhawks defense, which is basically a suggestion at this point. Expect the Avalanche to treat this game like target practice. Chicago Blackhawks. Under 3.5 goals. Chicago might score a couple of good effort goals, but let's not kid ourselves. This offense ranks 31st for a reason. Connor Bedard can't carry the team on his back every single night. Player props. Nathan MacKinnon. Over 1.5 points. Oh, you mean the guy with 66 points already this season? Yeah, he's definitely going to feast on Chicago's defenders, who are basically cardboard cutouts at this point. Mikuronton, over in 5 points. Ronninen's got 58 points, and he's not about to let MacKinnon have all the fun. Watch him light up the Blackhawks like a Christmas tree. Cale Makar, at least 1 point. Makar should have no trouble racking up points. He might get one just by standing on the ice while McKinnon and Ronman do their thing. Goaltender props. Mackenzie Blackwood, Colorado under 2.5 goals allowed. Chicago scoring more than 2 goals? Against anyone? Let's not get crazy. Blackwood could probably stop most of their shots blindfolded. Arvid Soderblom, Chicago over 3.5 goals allowed. Poor Soderblom. He's out there trying his best, but when the defense in front of you is about as useful as wet tissue paper, what can you do? Colorado's going to pepper him all night. Period props. Highest scoring period. Second period. The first period is for warming up, the third is for managing the clock, and the second is when Colorado will decide to let loose and really embarrass Chicago. First to score, Colorado Avalanche. Let's not pretend Chicago is going to get the jump on this one. Colorado's probably going to score within the first 5 minutes, and the Blackhawks will spend the rest of the game wondering what happened. Winning margin, Colorado by 2+ goals. 2 goals? Please. That's being generous. If Colorado doesn't win by at least 3, it'll be because they spent the third period playing rock, paper, scissors on the bench. If the Blackhawks win this, it'll be the upset of the year, or a sign that Colorado collectively overslept. Until then, bet on the Avalanche and enjoy the fireworks. Here are the team picks, total picks, and game props for the Florida Panthers versus Utah Hockey Club matchup. Winner, Florida Panthers. Oh, the mighty Florida Panthers. A team currently in an existential crisis, but fear not. They're up against the Utah Hockey Club, a franchise so unmemorable they might as well play their games in a library. Sure, the Panthers have forgotten how to score, but at least they're not relying on a patched-together defense and Karel Vejmelka's sometimes decent goaltending to stay afloat. Florida will likely stumble their way to a win here, simply because someone has to. Puck line, Florida Panthers minus 1.5. Taking Florida on the puck line is the ultimate act of bravery or recklessness. Yes, they've scored fewer goals than you've probably had bad dinners this month, but hey, maybe tonight they'll remember they're supposed to shoot the puck into the net. Utah's crumbling defense and questionable offense give Florida a fighting chance to win by 2, assuming they can stay awake long enough to capitalize. Total picks. Over/under 6.5 goals? In this economy? Neither of these teams seems particularly interested in putting the puck in the net. Florida's offense has been on strike lately, and Utah's offense, well, it's unclear if they even brought one. Expect a game so low-scoring it might make soccer look high-octane. Bet the under, sit back, and marvel at all the missed opportunities. Game props. Team goals. Florida Panthers. Under 3.5 goals. Florida's offense ranking 9th in the league feels like ancient history at this point. They're averaging 1.5 goals over their last 6 games, which is barely enough to keep fans from demanding refunds. Even against Utah's injury-riddled defense, expecting more than 3 goals feels optimistic at best. Utah Hockey Club, under 2.5 goals. Utah's offense is so bad, they might as well play with blindfolds on. They haven't sniffed consistent scoring all season, and Sergei Bobrovsky loves playing brick wall against this roster. Under 2.5 feels like stealing candy from a baby. If that baby played for the Utah Hockey Club. Player props. Sergei Bobrovsky, under 2.5 goals allowed. Bobrovsky thrives on crushing the hopes and dreams of former Coyotes rosters, and now he gets to do it under a shiny new Utah logo. He'll probably give up a goal or 2, but not enough to keep this game interesting. Karel Vejmelka, over 2.5 goals allowed. Vejmelka might have decent stats this season, but his history against Florida says, I am here to pad your offensive numbers. With Utah's defense in shambles, expect him to spend most of the night picking pucks out of the net. Points props. Matthew Tkachuk, Florida, over 0.5 points. Tkachuk is Florida's best hope of finding the score sheet. If he can't manage at least 1 point against Utah's leaky defense, it might be time to send him to Utah for a confidence-boosting stint. Clayton Keller, Utah under 0.5 points. Keller leads Utah in points, which is like saying you're the best player in a beer league. Against Bobrovsky and Florida's defense, don't hold your breath waiting for him to make magic happen. Period props. Lowest scoring period. First period. Both teams will likely spend the first period getting reacquainted with the concept of offense. Expect a snooze fest while everyone skates in circles figuring out who's supposed to shoot the puck. Highest scoring period. Third period. Desperation sets in late, and maybe, just maybe, someone remembers that goals are required to win hockey games. If any scoring happens, it'll probably be during the chaotic final minutes. First to score, Florida Panthers. Florida should score first, not because they're particularly good, but because Utah's offense takes longer to wake up than a teenager on a Monday morning. Winning margin, Florida by 1 goal. Let's not kid ourselves. This won't be a blowout. Florida might eke out a win, but it'll probably involve more stumbling than swagger. Expect a 2-1 or 3-2 finish that has everyone wishing they'd watched literally anything else. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because, let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So, hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.